Hey guys, it's Jake here with eTrailer. Today we have a RetraxPRO MX Hard Tonneau cover, and we're going to be installing it on our 2018 Ford F-150. Now what I like about this tonneau cover, it's going to be best of both worlds. It's going to be a rolling tonneau cover, so you're going to be able to store it up at the front of your bed without having to fold anything up against your glass. And it's going to be a very hard, rigid tonneau cover, so that you know everything inside is going to be safe from the elements and from theft. The tonneau cover is going to feature a locking latch, which is going to be underneath our rubber cover here. When locked, it's going to keep all the contents of your bed safe. You're going to want to lock your tailgate too in order to keep it 100% safe. To be able to unlock it, you just use your key, unlock it, push down on that button, a spring-loaded latch is going to come up. It's going to double as a handle, so if you need to open up your cover, you just simply push on it and open it up. Now what I like about this cover is that you can keep the cover at any point that you want. So if you have a elongated load sticking out the back, you can lock it down at any place on the bed. And you know it's not going to go anywhere. A nice feature about this tonneau cover is that you don't have to worry about having your tailgate up when you close or open your tonneau cover. You can open and close your tailgate as you will, with or without the tonneau cover closed. What I like about this cover is it's going to be tough. It's going to be made out of an industrial grade aluminum construction and have a textured black powder coat finish. The finish will be matte black so that it's going to resist any scratches that might occur on it. It's also going to have up to a 500-pound evenly distributed weight capacity, which is impressive for a tonneau cover that's hanging over your bed. You're not going to have to worry about damaging it. There are going to be multiple seals all around the perimeter of the cover to help keep the elements out of your contents that are on the inside of your bed. Now if you were to roll your cover up with water on the top, the water is going to run off into your canister and run out of these drain tubes. There will be one on either side, and it'll run out of a hole that you're going to put in the front of your bed, down and onto the ground. Now you may have noticed, with a canister style tonneau cover, you are going to have space at the front of your bed that you're going to lose. When rolled up all the way, it's going to condense down to about 13.5 inches on the front of your bed from your bulkhead. So just keep that in mind, you will lose that space at the front. You do have a little bit of space underneath the canister, but not much. Now because our side rails are going to be clamped to the sides of the bed of our truck, they're going to be there all the time whether your tonneau cover is open or closed. So it's going to take up about 1.5 inches on the inside of your bed on each side, but that's not enough to worry about. With the tonneau cover installed, you are going to be adding about 1 inch to the top of your side rail. Assembling the tonneau cover and installing it in the bed of the truck is going to be a simple installation with your 4 clamps and your canister. Let's go ahead and show you how. To start your installation, you're going to want to remove your shipping brackets. So we'll take this screw out here on the side to remove this plastic bracket and take that out. Now we can take our hose here and pull it out also. Now we can go ahead and go to the other side and repeat the same step. The next thing we need to do is install our side rails. And in order to do that, we need to unlock our cover so that we can slide our casters into their proper grooves. To unlock your cover, you lift up on the protective cap and push down on this button, and the handle is spring-loaded, and now your cover's unlocked. To get your side rails in place, they're going to have a specific side that they're designed to fit. The side with the green sticker on it is going to be your passenger side. Now your casters are going to slide into this groove here. When you're sliding it into place, you need to pull it up to where it's pretty level, and then take your cover and slide it out to where the grooves are going to follow right along with those wheels. Go ahead and move our cover back. You just want to work it back. You'll know that your side rail is properly in place when that metal tab will slide down into the notch that's cut out for it. Now we can go ahead and insert our screws. Insert our included screws from the outside. We'll do the same for the front screw. Now in order to get our front cover in place, we're going to need to take our cover and with the sides with the notches in it, that's going to go in first and it's going to slide in the back. We'll slide it up and then it'll push into place just like that. Now we can take our included screws and fasten down the end cap. And we'll do the same for the other side. Now we're going to test out our cover before we set it in our truck bed. Just slide it back and forth a few times to make sure everything's lining up properly. Now with that extra set of hands, we'll go ahead and set our assembly in place. Now what we need to do in order to get our rails properly spaced on our bed front to back is we're going to use that plastic piece we removed from the packing. We're going to use the narrower part on the top here to check our spacing. We want the bottom edge of our rail to be about that far from our tailgate. So we'll go ahead and insert it. Looks like we're good there on our distance. The reason we did that is we want to make sure that our seal here on the end has more than enough contact on our tailgate. Now we can go ahead and make sure our cover is square. To make sure your bed cover is square, we're going to need to measure up on our end piece here. Because it's bolted down, we know it's going to be the distance that we're going to want to go off of. We're looking at about 58 inches. So we'll go back just a little bit, take a measurement. Looks like we're still good there. Go back a little further. We're good there. And at the very end of the tailgate. Looks like we're all right. So we'll go ahead and tighten everything down. The clamps that you're going to install on the side rails of your truck bed are going to have grooves like teeth in the side of them that are going to clamp onto the grooves on the side of your side rails. We'll go ahead and slide it up into place. You want to slide it between the two adjustment screws and make sure this back clamp is behind the metal on the side rail of your truck bed, and then we can tighten it down. Now I like to tighten it a little bit and then push down on the seal so that you know you're getting a good seal. Now we'll do the same for the rear bracket. We'll go between those two adjustment knobs, snug it up, and then push down on the top rail. Once your clamps are in place, we'll go ahead and repeat that process for the other side. Now that we've got everything tightened down on our side rails, we can go ahead and test out our cover to make sure everything's rolling properly. Unlock it, slide it closed. Now it may be a little bit more difficult when you first close it in the beginning because it's going to be tighter. It just needs to break in a little bit. From your packaging, you might still have these cork stickers on here. You can go ahead and peel them off. There should be one on each side. Before we get our drain tubes installed, we need to remove the plastic cover that's on the face of our canister. You can do that by just simply peeling it off. In our case here, in order to get our drain tubes in place, we're going to have to cut a small slit in our bed rug here, and there should be an access point behind there where we can use a step bit drill bit to drill through to the size of our tube. So we'll go ahead and cut a small slit. Now with our slit cut in our bed rug, we can go ahead and use a step drill bit and drill out our hole. Go ahead and run our drain tube through, down the side of our bed, and then slide it up in to the hole in the bottom of the canister. Well guys, once you have everything tightened down and your hoses installed, you're ready to shut your tonneau cover and hit the road. With all that being said, that's going to do it for a look at the RetraxPRO MX Hard Tonneau cover.